Good morning, class 4. We are in the chapter decimal. So let's start today's class with the first decimal number. As I explained in the last class, in case of decimal number, identification of this decimal number is a point, or it is called decimal. That is just a dot. You can see by arrow I show here. By arrow I put here one dot. That is visible, I think. Now, first left hand side part of this dot or point or decimal, whatever you can say, is left hand side part is the whole number, and after decimal whatever the numbers are there, that are the decimal part. Okay, so in this way we can identify one decimal number. Now today I am going to ask you a few more questions. I'll start the class with some questions. Write the number name of the following decimal. So it is explained already in the last class, last video class also. So you will tell me the number name of the following decimal. First is done for you. First is 47.4. Next number B. Number B. How to read this number? Tell me very fast. Yes, it is 6.6. Next number C. C is 90.0. Number D is 0.7. So write down in your maths notebook. Whatever I said, you understood. Now write it down. Fill up the blank. Now come to next 4A. This is from the book exercise 9B, page number 128. 4A. This decimal number you will read as 7.19. Next is number B, 28.45. Number C, 470.08. Now, very interesting, isn't it? Very carefully check. After decimal point, you will read the number separately. It is 19. Don't write 19. If you write 19, your answer will be wrong. You can see the number B, 28.45, not 45. If you write 45, your answer will be totally wrong. So after decimal, each digit we will say separately. Okay. Next number C, 470.08. Don't say only 8. Don't say only 8. Okay. Am I clear to you? Now, next question to you only. You will tell me the answer number D. Question number D. Don't look at the answer. Tell me the answer. Yes, it is 102.30. Don't write. It is 30. If you say it is 30, your answer will be wrong. So keep in mind, after decimal, you will say each digit separately. Before decimal, whole number part, you can say as you learned in your last classes. You can explain in that way. Whole number part you can read with their number name, but after decimal you will say the digits separately. Now come to the next question. you can open your book, page number 125, exercise 9A. So this page, question number 4, I have done here. The question is, shade the regions for each given decimal. Decimal is given, you have to shade the part. These type of sums you have done in the fraction. Fraction and decimal both are very closely connected. There is a very good relation between these two, fraction and decimal. So 0.8 you have to represent in this figure. 0.8, if you change in fraction, what is the number? 0.8 is nothing but 8 by 0. That means out of 10 parts you will color only 8 parts. So you will shade only 8 parts here. Okay, like this. Next one, you will shade 0.5 parts. 0.5 parts, that means 0.5. 0.5 means 0.5 is equal to 5 by 10. After decimal only one digit, so it will be denominator 10. So out of 10 parts you will color only 5 parts. I hope you can do. Next one, next picture is asking to color only 0.3 parts. 0.3 means, actually if you convert it into fraction, it is 3 by 10. Out of 10 division you will color only 3 division. So like this you have to color. I hope you can do it by your pencil. Now come to the next page, 127 page number in the book, exercise 9B. Very easy. Same way, just like the last sums, here you will write the decimal number of the shaded part. Just read it with me. What fraction of each square is shaded? What fraction of each square is shaded? In the last exercise, we learned about tenths, that means 10 division. Now in this exercise, we are going to learn about hundredth. That means out of 100 parts, how much portion is shaded, that we are going to learn. So each picture represents 100 equal division. Out of 100 division, if you check it carefully, number A, 1A, it is done already. You see, you check carefully, there are only 8 small squares are colored blue. So how much portion is colored? If you write, it is actually, I said 100 part, that means denominator is 100, and how many parts are colored? 8 parts are colored. So 8 by 100. 8 by 100. So here is 20. 20 means you will place the decimal just before 2 digit from the right hand side. But you can see in the numerator we have only 1 digit, that is 8. So what we will do? Should we write more 0 after 8? No, it will be wrong. So what to do? We will write it like this. Very carefully keep in mind that 8 by 100 is nothing but 0.8. If I write, that means it is only 8 in the numerator. 0.8 in the numerator if we write, then we can convert it easily in the decimal. It will be just before 2 digits. So 1, 2, 0. So 2 digits before 2 digits. So it is 0.8. Before that 1 decimal. Now, so what is the whole number part? Whole number part is nothing, only 0. So we will write here 0. You can see in your book answer is given 0.08. Next, come to the next question number B. In question number B, if you check it carefully, here how many portions are colored blue? You please check. Here only 14 small boxes are colored out of 100 small boxes, small squares. So 14 by 100. If you change it into decimal, here is 20. So you will place the decimal just before 2 digits. No problem. On the numerator there are already 2 digits. So we can write it 0.14. Okay. Understood? Next number. Next sum. Look at the next sum. Page number 127. Here also you can please check. You can see that there are 30 small square are colored. So if you write it in fraction, you will write 30 by 100. Why 100? Because there are altogether 100 small squares. Out of 100 squares, there only 30 squares are colored. So if you change it into decimal, place the decimal just before 2 digits. So it will be 0.30. Okay. Come to the next page, 128 page number. There are more sums. Sum number D. Count the number of boxes colored. Yes, there are 43 boxes colored. So answer will be 0.43. Next, again 56 boxes colored. Check it carefully. Blue colored 56 boxes, 56 squares. So it will be 0.56. Okay. So like this last one, if you check, you can see only one row, only one column is not colored. One column, 10 small squares. So only 10 small squares are not colored. 90 columns are colored. So actually it is 90 by 100. That means 0.90. I hope understood everyone. It's easy. Now coming to the next question. Write a decimal for the mixed number. This is the question number 3 from your book, page number 128. Question number 3. So in this case, if you check it carefully, you can see that numbers are given 1/600. How you will read? 1/600 in the fraction. 1/600, that means whole number part to given, it is fixed, that is 1. In the mixed fraction, whole number part it is 1, and in the fractional part 6 by 100. 6 by 100, that means you will place the decimal just before 2 digits, but in the numerator there is only 1 digit. So I am going to make it 2 by putting 1 0 in the left hand side of the number. So now the numerator is 06. So we can write this number in terms of decimal now. So if I change it into decimal, it is 0.06, and you can already see that numerator is 6, denominator is 100, and whole number is 1. So our whole number also will be 1.06. This is the answer. Come to the next one. Next one you can see, next one is 16/2500. 16 is the whole number, so no problem. 16 is the whole number. 2500 25 by 100. So as I told you, what to do? As I told you, you will place the decimal just before 2 digits as it is 100 in the denominator. So before decimal there will be 16 undoubtedly, because whole number is 16, and after decimal part will be 0.25, because here is 20 and in the numerator 2 digits, so place the decimal before the digits. Okay, so come to the last sum for today. Today's last sum, you can see on the screen. Question is given 8 47 hundredth. 47 hundredth. So whole number is 8 and in 100 there are 2 zeros, so we'll place decimal just before 2 digits. So 8.47. This is our answer. Easy? I hope you all understood and practice it. As I show you everything, you please practice it in your maths notebook and write all answers in your mathematics today book by pencil only. Okay, only the first part of today's worksheet, first part, that means this first portion, this portion, and this first 4 sum A, B, C and D. This is you note down in your mathematics classwork or homework notebook. Other from 4, this one, exercise 9A, page number 125, 9B, page number 127 and 128. Everything from your book, so you can write it in your book only by pencil. Hope you understood up to this today. Thank you, class.